Hello and welcome to TTV News with some latest events in TayNinhTV province. And now we come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, at the 19th session of the Provincial People's Council, the delegates were divided into two groups to discuss in detail the items presented by the Provincial People's Committee.
The delegates made 13 comments on clarifying various aspects of the draft resolutions, among them regarding to the proposal for establishing the Provincial Land Development Fund. The delegates expressed concerns about the regulations concerning the charter capital and the plan for allocating the charter capital to the fund. Additionally, the delegates provided the feedback and further clarification on the management and use of public assets, as well as the procurement of goods and services in TayNinhTV province. They also discussed the list of projects permitted to change the land use from rice fields to other purposes in TayNinhTV for 2025, phase number 1, and other topics included measures to ensure the implementation of democracy at grassroots levels in TayNinhTV, as well as policy to support the development of bus services. The drafting committee of the resolution acknowledged the feedback, explained and provided additional information about the policies for the delegates to consider and vote on.
In the afternoon of March 28, the Secretary of TayNinhTV Party Committee Lê Minh Thế attended a meeting to celebrate the 90th anniversary of the Vietnam Self-Defense Militia's Tradition Day on March 28. At the meeting, the chairman of TayNinhTV's Committee, Nguyễn Thái Bình, reviewed the history of the formation and development of the Self-Defense Militia Force. He also praised the achievements of the city militia in the recent years to continue promoting the proud tradition of 90 years of construction, combat and development. The chairman called on officers, soldiers and members of the Self-Defense Militia to strive, train and improve their political mindset and professional skills with the determination to accomplish on tasks excellently, contributing to the development of TayNinhTV into a prosperous and civilized hometown.
In the first quarter of 2025, agricultural production in the province has remained stable. Notably, the area of crops affected by the pests and diseases has significantly decreased, now at 63% of the same period last year, with most of the cases being mild and not significantly affecting the crop growth. As of now, the province has planted over 1,002,000 hectares of short-term crops, reaching nearly 90% of the plant target, and a slight decrease compared to the same period last year. Among these, the areas for rice and cassava have remained relatively stable compared to the last year, and the area for sugarcane, although only achieving for 7.5% of the plant, has been reported to show an increase compared to last year.
On the afternoon of March 28, the Mechanized Equipment Business Center of Thanh Tân Công Biên Hòa Stock Company held a conference to introduce modern agricultural cultivation models supporting sugarcane growers. With technical advice from experts and live demonstrations, the equipment showcased powerful performance, optimized operational costs, and met strict emission standards, helping reduce labor and costs for sugarcane farmers. The conference provided advanced mechanization solutions for the agricultural sector, enhancing productivity and economic efficiency for farmers. Ladies and gentlemen, as Rivers reported, on the morning of March 28, the 19th session of the 10th People's Council of TayNinhTV province for the 2021-2026 term was held as a special meeting to promptly issue resolutions on areas such as the budget, public investment, and other fields. After a focused and efficient working session, the meeting successfully completed its proposed program and issued 13 important resolutions.
They include those regarding public investment policies in the 2021 to 2025 budgets, as well as those for 2025. And these timely decisions will facilitate the Provincial People's Committee in effectively carrying out its responsibilities in the areas of budgeting and public investment, in line with the local realities. Mr. Nguyễn Mạnh Hùng, Secretary of Provincial Party Committee and Chairman Provincial People's Council, requested that the Provincial People's Committee focus on implementing solutions to ensure the successful execution of public investment plans immediately after the resolution are issued. And for the medium-term public investment plan for the 2021 to 2025 period and for 2025 only, it needs to continue reviewing and preparing content to further adjust and supplement the plan, ensuring effective project execution and timely disbursement. And this would serve as the driving force for the socio-economic development and help complete the public investment plan for the 2021 to 2025 period. In the field of natural resources and environment, the 19th section also passed a resolution regarding the list of projects allowed to convert the use of rice growing land to other purposes in the province for the term of 2025. Phase number 1, and the Provincial People's Committee will continue to review projects that have been on the list for over 2 years but have not yet been implemented, and ensuring the land management and effective land use. And at this section, some policies directly affecting the lives of the people will also pass through resolution. Among them, there is a resolution aimed at supporting the development of bus services. According to this, investors in bus vehicle projects and bus service users who are eligible for policies will receive support. This policy aims to strengthen the development of public bus services, benefiting the residents and contributing to environmental protection. Under the resolution, bus vehicle investors in the province will receive interest rate subsidies ranging from 70% to 100%. And in addition, the province will provide operating funds and other support for priority customers. Additionally, the section passed a resolution outlining measures to ensure democratic practices at the grassroots level in the province, and this resolution will be implemented across the government bodies and the Vietnam Phalang Front, political social organizations, and public service units. The resolution specifies that the implementation of democracy at the local government level, associations and organizations will be used as the basis for carrying out the task, and timely recognition and awards will be given to exemplary figures, and strict actions will be taken against entities or individuals who violate these principles. The section successfully completed on its proposed task. The Standing Board of the People's Council, specialized committees of the People's Council, delegates groups, and provincial deputies will proactively monitor the implementation of these solutions, and they will promptly identify the advantages and shortcomings in the process and submit recommendations to higher authorities on the review and guidance. Secretary Nguyễn Hùng also requested that the Vietnam Phalang Front and the political social organization actively disseminate the contents of the resolution from 19th section to the voters in order to foster the social consensus and promote the effective implementation of these resolutions.
Turn to other news. On the morning of March 28, TayNinhTV Provincial Police Department held the ceremony to present certificates of recognition from the Provincial People's Committee to 70 auxiliary units in fire prevention and fighting for their continuous efforts over the past 5 and 10 years. In 2024, TayNinhTV Provincial People's Committee decided to recognize 58 units as exemplary in their own people participating in the fire prevention and fighting movement for 5 consecutive years and 12 units as exemplary for 10 consecutive years. At the ceremony, Colonel Nguyễn Quốc Toàn, Deputy Director of TayNinhTV Provincial Police, urged the units and businesses to remain proactive in the fire prevention, strengthen inspections, and arrest any weaknesses or gaps in fire safety. He also emphasized the need to promote fire prevention and rescue law, encourage residents to actively participate in fire safety modules in residential areas, ensure a household creates a second escape route, equips firefighting tools, and participates in fire safety and evacuation training. On behalf of the Chairman of TayNinhTV Provincial People's Committee, Colonel Nguyễn Quốc Toàn presented certificates to 70 exemplary units in fire prevention and fighting for 2024.
And the People Committee of Tengchow District is urgently implementing a program to build and repair the homes and houses for the people with voluntary contributions and the poor and near poor households in the area. And it is a practical effort aimed at improving the living standards with the goal of eliminating temporary and dilapidated houses. As a part of 27 of 2025, the progress includes 10 newly built houses for the people with voluntary contributions and 8 houses that have been prepared. And for the Free Unity houses, 17 have been completed and 22 are under construction, and 19 are expected to begin construction in Tân Lâm residential area in Tân Hà commune of March 28. The program has been funded through multiple sources, including the state budget, the district contribution, and support from businesses also. It is expected that 95 houses in the program will be completed by April 30th of 2025.
Dear audience, starting from the local situation and with high determination, TayNinhTV has now established 21 residential posts adjacent to military posts, playing a significant role in securing the border, and now reported at Cầu Trắng border guard post in Bến Cầu district. Over the last years, TayNinhTV Military Command has coordinated with various departments, sectors, and localities to advise the Provincial Party Committee and the People's Committee on issuing and implementing plans to build these residential posts adjacent to the border military posts. To date, TayNinhTV has established 21 posts with 145 houses at a cost of over 41 billion Vietnam dong. Among these, over 25 billion Vietnam dong was supported by the Ministry region and the Ho Chi Minh City Command, with the remaining funds contributed by the locality. Specifically in Bến Cầu district, residential clusters along the borderline have been built and 4 other posts have been completed. The houses in these areas are single-story brick wall houses with tin roof and tile floors, each covering an area of 66 square meters. Each house includes a living room, 2 bedrooms, a kitchen, and a bathroom. The beneficiaries of these houses are permanent military members, reserve soldiers, local officials, and residents living in difficult housing conditions. The residential post adjacent to Cầu Trắng military post, located in Tân Thuận, commune Bến Cầu district, was completed in 2024. Being closer to the people and their families, the military soldiers feel more secure staying in their border area, contributing to their work and improving their living conditions. Every day, together with my comrades, we patrol the border landmarks with the border guard force, ensuring the border security and giving the people peace of mind in their work and life. Currently, the population is spread across the borderline in the district. The residents' lives are basically stable and happy, and they feel secure in living and developing their socio-economic activities. This is a strong support between the people and the military, helping to maintain political security and order in the border area. At present, Bến Cầu district continues to implement policies for building housing for armed forces, including military forces along the border patrol routes, further promoting the settlement of people in the border regions and strengthening the border defense in the locality. This motto has been widely implemented in the province, bringing new life to many rural border areas and nurturing the bond between the military and the people. It has gained strong support from local authorities, the government and the people in the border regions, aligning with the early and proactive mindset in national defense.
And on March 27, the Association for the Support of the People with Disabilities, the Poor and the Protection of Children's Rights in TayNinhTV, in collaboration with the Disability and Orphan Support Branch of Cẩm Phong Bạc, visited, encouraged, and presented 150 gift packages containing essential goods with a total value of 45 million Vietnam dong to the people with disabilities and those facing difficult circumstances in 3 communes of Phước Vinh, Hảo Đức, and Anchor in Châu Thành district. And this they demonstrate the concern for the people with disabilities and those in difficult situations in the society, as well as preparing for the Vietnam Disability Day on April the 18th.
On March 27, the Peace Committee of Goyo District organized the inauguration of Goyo District Cultural and Tourism Portal, which can be accessed at the arrest display on the screen. By visiting the link, visitors can search for information on historical sites, cultural landmarks, and tourism destinations by category such as accommodation, food, tourist attractions, shops, entertainment, and events. This platform allows tourists to quickly find the information they need via smartphones, laptops, and other devices. It not only meets the informational needs of locals and tourists, but also marks an important milestone in the integration of culture, tourism, and technology. It contributes to promoting socio-economic development, attracting investment, and creating a diverse and rich cultural image for Goyo District. This launch is a significant step in demonstrating innovation and creativity in local management and development. Ladies and gentlemen, currently many forces have been strengthened to perform their duties along the entire borderline of TayNinhTV province. Among them is the participation of the Self-Defense Military Force. Over the past time, the soldiers in their sweat-green uniforms with their military ranks have been stationed at the permanent military post, working tirelessly to maintain peace and security in the border areas. Along the entire borderline of TayNinhTV province, 28 military posts have been established, integrated with border stations and residential areas near these posts, creating a connected defense system that plays a crucial role in ensuring political security and social order in the province. To ensure that the permanent military forces can continue their work and stay at their posts, local authorities have paid attention to both the material and spiritual well-being of the officers and soldiers. Localities also ensure that the military force policies and benefits are properly followed according to the law. Thanks to the attention of the district and Camille, a border residential area adjacent to Gongai military post has been built. Additionally, the locality has supported more than 400 million Vietnam dong to develop models like gardens, ponds, and barns to help the soldiers increase production and ensure the security of the border. Recently, TayNinhTV has been chosen by Military Region 7 as a model for building defense areas for the entire country. Following the government's directive, TayNinhTV has established border residential areas in the north and relocated people to live in Changri residential area. In addition to the houses, the local government also provides land for production to support the residents' livelihoods. I participated in the border defense of TayNinhTV in 1980. When I returned to civilian life, I felt that this land suited me, so I came back to live here where I once fought to protect the border. In the first quarter of 2025, the military post will regularly coordinate with the police and border guard forces to organize hundreds of patrols aiming to prevent illegal border crossings, smuggling, drug trafficking, and supporters activities by hostile forces. In addition, the military officers also collaborate in maintaining public order and safety, handling natural disaster, epidemics, fires, search and rescue operations, forest fire prevention, environmental protection, and safeguarding the life and properties of the people. I'm assigned as the commander of TayNinhTV military post. With the support here, the team is confident in working together to patrol and protect security and order along the borderline. Although there are still many challenges and difficulties, the soldiers without military ranks continue to strive, facing the sun, overcoming terrain, and fulfill their tasks. In any situation, the military force continues to exemplify the noble qualities of the revolutionary armed forces, demonstrating their sense of responsibility in serving the people, contributing to the strengthening of the political system, and building a people's heart that is more solid than ever. And that's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now.